refresh the page. Home. There we go. Ta-da. And then I think what I want to do is add a media source. Nope. Audio. Nope. Paste. Ta-da! There we go. And then it's looped. Okay. Yay. Now I have music in the background. Alright, you guys get to look down and see what I'm doing more than what I do. Booyah! Of course, you'll be able to see my my YouTube stuff as well. Because why not? Refresh, please, and thank you. There we go. Bring our mouse back over here. Let's see. I'm gonna go like this. Because I know that there was like hella massive detail there. And it's just an overlay layer. It's fine. I can bring this down like massive. That's fine. So, I'm waiting on my Discord to pop off. Tell people that I'm live over here too. So for those of you that want to watch this on YouTube from TikTok, I have my link to my YouTube channel in my bio. You can click it from over there and come on by. So then I want to Charlotte Dobre is doing all the things. Just want to show that this is a rounded boot in Facto. Now I know for a fact that I got rid of some of the folds and stuff. So we can put them back in with the overlay layer. We can add the boot wrinkles and stuff while we're here. Kind of like that. And I like this split being here, so I'm going to add one right there. Okay. I definitely need to watch more Dave Greco though to figure out how he does a lot of his like rendering from the black and white and getting into the black and white, which maybe I need to spend more time with black and white to appreciate that more. So then we do the shadow under the strap. Of course, I'm going to try to make this a little bit lighter so that it translates into little brushy strokes and stuff. What camera are you using? I'm actually using an XP Pen Pro. It's a little bit more on the affordable side. So, not the Wacom Cintiq or anything like that. This is the XP Pen RO Pro. The Art, like the 22 Pro is what I have. It's like a 20... I think it's a 21-inch display, I believe, if that's correct. Is there any lag? Not that I can find. I haven't had any so far, but before I got the updated version of Clip Studio Paint, I had some lag, but that's because I was using literally like the 1.0 version. This is the 3.0 version, and it runs really, really smooth. So, but no like lag to speak of on my end for drawing or anything. Most of the brushes like translate really, really well. So. And in my opinion, like if you can't afford one of like the Wacoms, like the Cintiqs or any of the other like brands or the other types, go with XP Pen. It's just as good. What I like about this one is, can you use Photoshop on it? Absolutely you can. What I like about this is, so you can see like this red dial over here. There's a series of buttons up here, down here, and also, I'll move you so you can see it on that side too. All these you can program each of these keys, these hotkeys, to do different stuff. This wheel changes the size of my brush. The other wheel changes the zoom in and out. Let me put you back down. So the left wheel zooms in and out. And then if I leave my little cursor here, my right wheel makes my brush size bigger and smaller. But you can program them literally to whatever you want them to. So I love this. I love this thing. I've been using it since the beginning of last year, and it runs so nice. Runs so nice. I haven't had any issues with it yet. And like I said, I've had it since like maybe January, February last year, something like that. I'm just going to scribble some of this texture on here. This is just the multiply layer anyway, so we're not going to be too pressed about it. But usually I do my YouTube thumbnails on this thing. And then, you know, actual like drawing OCs and different stuff on here. So I use Cintiq and it's really great, but I think it's a deathbed. Why you say it's a deathbed? I know a lot of artists that use the Cintiq and they don't really have too many issues with it. I've never had one. This is the first digital display that I've ever had, so curious as to why you think the Cintiq is a deathbed. Oh, on its deathbed. Oh, I misread that. Yeah, and I think what's cool about the XP Pen is It's fairly affordable for this size that I have. I think it's more affordable than the Cintiq itself. So that's what kind of drew me to it. We don't want to forget giving. Oh, I like having that, like, there's a dip in this leather strap. We're going to press into that a little bit. I've been holding off spending $4,000 on a new system. Oof. Yeah, see, I think when I bought this, it was was it 2,000, I think, versus like the 4,000 to 6,000 for another, like for a different type of digital display. And I was like, I literally do not have that kind of money. I found it on, I think I bought it from XP Pen's website, I think. Yeah, I'm going to push into that as well. I'm going to go shadow here since the pant legs are kind of over that. Absolutely. So we're gonna address the shoe in the room. Cintiq is great, but ouch. Yeah, Cintiqs do cost a lot, and like I get why, because it's a digital display, right? And it's supposed to be like the best of the best. Wacom has real good products. However, they do be expensive, and there's nothing wrong with getting a good product out there that costs less, but just as good. Like, I've not heard anything bad about XP Pen. I knew a few artists that actually tried out XP Pen. A couple of them that I know of that use the XP Pen Pro. One is Shy Fox. She does a lot of anime chibi art. Shy Fox, she's a really well-known artist in the circles that I'm around anyway. And then the other artist that I know that uses a Cintiq, or not a Cintiq, an XP Pen, is Chow Illustrations. And I kind of listened to the two of them on like what they use, kind of went in their description boxes, seeing what they had, as like the why they use it, you know, and kind of just let myself decide from there. Awesome. Now I know for a fact that the one that I have, they do still have it, but you have to like go and type it out, because they got all the newer models out now. So, yes, our boot wrinkles. We want to keep our boot wrinkles. So, I'm actually going to try to anyway. I'm going to bring this down just a touch so I can, here we go. I'll go like that. Shadows. I guess the other thing I like about this too is the fact that, you know, when you're drawing on it. Now when I bought this, I don't have the box by me right now to like show it off, but it came with two of these, so I get two pens actually. So you get the pen, and in the pen, or I should say in this thing here, this is the holder for the pen. Comes with a little screw-on cap. on this end is where your pen nibs are, and you get quite a bit in there. And then in the center here is where you dispose of your old pen nibs. This is the first nib I've had since I've gotten it. Not had to change this nib out yet, so this is pretty sturdy. Like I said, I thought it was kind of cool that they gave me a free gift, was another pen. But if you want, you can easily store your pen inside of this. Or the other thing I think is really cool about this thing is this, the cap, is a pen holder. So you can have this sitting on your desk just next to your drawing tablet if you want, which I think is really cool. It even has the little side button, you know, the clicker here and here. I think I have mine programmed to color select, which is just like the easiest thing instead of having to come over here and pick the dropper tool and all of that fun stuff. I just went color select. I really got it for just the usability of it all. Where is, I'm looking for a brush. Under this one, this is the brush I want. Dave Greco's got some dope brushes. I'll bring that down just a pinch more. This will give me some nice, texture shapes that I want in there. And these can be whatever kind of texture-y things on these boots. At this point, I don't really, we're not too pressed on it. But you can download brushes and stuff in here too, which is dope. Just really depends on your program. I like Clip Studio Paint. I've never had what you call it, Photoshop, which is okay. Just never could afford it. And with Clip Studio Paint, you can buy the license once. It's only one payment. You don't have to pay monthly for using the services. You ain't got to do all that, which is nice. Let's see. I can't believe I didn't fully go over on that line. That's all right. Come down. We're going to say that there's a fold here. And I want to fold right there, so kind of like that. Let's bring up the brush size. There we go. Perfect. All right. Did I think this is what I was going to be doing today? Absolutely not. But you know what? I'm kind of glad I am. Because it's giving me time to work on this some more. Then I'll be like showing my work wife, look what I did. Look at the progress I made on our baby. This really is a joke between the two of us of, I called this piece, I called it your business. Because then we got people at our job who constantly has her nose, a person really, who's constantly got her nose up in everybody's business. So called this piece Mind Your Business because this lovely thing right here looks like one of them things they dip in the honeycombs. And she she's the person that they send in if you are found not minding your business. She gonna whack you with this stick. So that's what we got going on over there. Just kind of want to put some shadow there, and that also gives me texture. Okay, I'm actually quite happy with those boots for just under painting. Let's see, this I want to bring down just a smidge because it's a little busy. Okay, so then pants. We want to work on the pants. Oh, let's see. So talented. Thank you. It's practice. It's a skill that I have had to work on for many a year. Like, we don't just wake up and have this gift. It's something that we gotta hone. It's like being able to, play an instrument, right? Some people, they're talented enough that they can, now that's talent. They can just wake up and like play an instrument. But some stuff, like art, is, you gotta work on it. You gotta hone it. You gotta practice to get better. Because to be honest, like many, many years ago, I could not draw that well. I do okay now. If we're being, honest. I do okay work now. This is where her knee is. So I'm just going to give it some downwards shadows. There's going to be a shadow here, because obviously it's behind this pant leg. So all of that's going to be shadowed. And then underneath this, we'll have another shadow. All right. So what you been up to, Drew? What you been up to? How's things been? I love this brush. This brush is amazing. It does so many things. Maybe. Because this is the underpainting stage. Yeah, you know what? We're going to get rid of that too. Beautiful thing about artwork is, whoops. If we don't like something, we can erase it. Ta-da! Alright, let me see. Let's go back to our main brush. Go like this. think I'm just going to 86 this line out of here. And we'll say that there's kind of a shadow under here because of the shirt, right? Same with here. I'll say maybe bring that back down. And then we want to make this like this. Little V's help with showing off some shadowy areas. And then we'll just, you know, I know that's gonna look super tack, but that's okay. Because I can always come up here. And if I really want to go kinds of cray-cray, kind of blend out some of those, but where it's still, color's still there. Because we can do that. You know why? Because this is our art piece and we don't want to. Okay. Let's see. Moving up. Moving up. Because this is how we do it. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. We want shadows here. This is like a ring. She can connect anything here if she needs to hook something there, chain, what have you. So I stuck it there. And then this. Roughly. Hello, hello. I want to say it's Aquila. Welcome in. Welcome in. Got 2 chats running at once, so I'm trying to do my best to keep an eye on both chats. So this will shadow out roughly something like this. And then we'll make this brush size a lot bigger. So let me zoom out here for a second. You can see what I got going on. This is an OC that we're doing. It's kind of a playful thing that we got going on for. It's a running joke between between a coworker and myself about the people that like to put their nose in other people's business. So this stick right here is a whacking stick, for lack of a better term. So when people put their nose in other people's business, she comes along. She's hired to whack them with her stick, and she likes to tell them to mind their business. So it's kind of like a play on maybe a rogue character, travel character. I like to do a lot of like D&D-esque type characters when I draw things. So we'll see where this goes. I'm really just doing a lot of under painting still. I got kind of flats laid down, and now we're just working on like shadows and things, kind of seeing what I can mess with before taking it to a part where we're going to fully render it, which is why it's still very, very choppy in the look of it all, which is okay. You know, we can explore our options, because if I don't like any of this, the beautiful thing is, if I don't like any of this, I can take this layer off and start all over. So it's always the nice thing about working with pieces. Now I'm going to bring my brush size down quite a bit. And we're going to just kind of put some shadows in here. There's a lot of stuff happening on her shirt, so she's going to have a lot of shadows right here, because the light's really not going to get in these areas with like all this belts and different things she's got going on. So we are just going to fill this in with some shadows. I did remember that this was going to be kind of a bend and fold, so I'm gonna kind of go like this so that I remember that fold is there. Okay, we're gonna shadowneath underneath for the next drawing. Do a mysterious figure of a girl in a dark meadow. That would be interesting. I've been watching I should say rewatching, because he's only done a couple videos since he's come back. I've been watching Dave Greco's videos again, because he does digital painting, and I absolutely love his style. If you guys have seen anything from Blizzard as far as like WoW goes and things like that, then you would have seen his work, and I absolutely love the way he works. I have not done a lot of digital painting myself, and this is kind of me trying digital painting for the first time. I have another piece that I am in the middle of, and that is Tess. That's this piece here. I work on her from time to time. She is someone that I've been like working on for quite a while, actually. And oh, Viper's here. Hello, Viper. She's someone that I've been working on for quite some time, and eventually we'll get back into drawing her, or working on her. But for now, Tess is one of my OCs. She's a demon, and she I reworked her from an old design I did back in like 20, I think like 2021 or something like that. So I think we're just gonna put a couple of like folds there. There's this line here. Want to make sure I remember that's there. How are you doing, Viper? Can't stay long going out on a dinner date. Ooh, you and the GF doing the dinner dates, eh? That's what's up. I wouldn't know what them dates be like, bro. Have fun for me, okay? Oh, but for real, I think that's pretty cool that you and your lady are just going out to a date. Keep it nice and fresh, you know. Keep it nice and fresh. I'm just pretty much just shadowing out her chest right here. But I don't want it to be, let's go soft. Don't want it to be that prominent. So I'm going to lightly erase. And using the soft eraser, we can control how much we keep on and how much we erase, which is nice. It's also a nice fancy little technique there. Oh, hello, it's me. I've been wondering if after all these years you'd like to meet, to go over everything. They say the time's supposed to heal ya, but I ain't done much healing. Hello. I better stop singing before like YouTube goes, excuse me. Like, look, it was literally my voice, okay? Don't at me. And then I definitely want to get this shadow going here. Go like this. I'm doing okay. I'm kind of waiting on a response from someone who messaged me on TikTok. But it's like, I don't think that they get on the app enough. But it hasn't like went anywhere too much to actually be like, hey, use me, use Messenger over here. But I'm not doing too bad, honestly. I want to make sure I keep that. Wrong way. And then I'm actually going to switch to my small, I'm going to bring that down. Nope, not that one. That must have been, was it this one? Ooh, did you mean 2? Oh, this is the one that has like more texture. That's right. This one might have been the texture one I was using. Oh, getting a man's now. I don't know, Viper. I don't know. Because, like, I noticed the other day that they followed me. And I don't usually follow back everybody that follows me on TikTok, right? But I've looked through this person's page, and they do tattoos. They're a tattoo artist. And kind of cute. So I was like, you know what? Let me follow this person back. Because they followed me first. And then they messaged me like late last night. And I was like, you know what? It's too damn late for this mess. So what I did was I messaged them back in the morning. And then, it was basically like the typical introduce, hi, I'm so and so, nice to meet you. So I gave the hi, I'm so and so, nice to meet you too. They did the whole where are you from? I said from here. What about you? And I haven't got an answer yet. The back and forth has only been for like a little bit today because they just messaged me last night. So don't really know where that's going to go or if it's going to go anywhere. But shoot my shot. I wish, I really wish that like when speaking from like the heart in the moment, right? Me shooting my shot didn't like end in the crappiest way possible like it normally does. I'm zooming in this much so I can see where my wrinkles were. Zoom out, baby girl. Zoom out. There we go. But, we'll see. It probably won't go anywhere, but we'll see. I mean, I'm not against it, but the next fool that's like, oh, download this app so that we can talk. I'm like, if you ain't willing to just like talk to me on Snapchat where I can see you send me a like legitimate photo instead of like some stock photo, I don't want it. Because like that's the one thing I do like about Snapchat. You can freaking verify who you're talking to. Because like if they send you a picture, right, then they have, that's like that's them. Instead of these ones that like they'll send you a picture from their from the phone, from the device that they're on, but it's like not actually them. And then they like always end up talking like they're not from like the States when their profile is like, oh, they're from the States, but they talk like in hella broken English. And I'm like, you're not a real person, you're a scam. So we'll see. I'm not saying that the person I'm talking to right now is a scam, but like that's usually what works out in my circle of like people that try to message me, and I'm like, why? I'm just a poor single girl out here who's trying to find a dude that's like not being, gypped by any men, and I'm still have not been able to find myself a person. It's kind of sad, actually. Well, I'm out. I gotta go. All right, Viper, you enjoy yourself. You and your lady have a great time, and you know where to find me when you're back. But I hope you guys have like the best night on your date, whatever it is that you're doing. I'm sending you the good vibes. Oh yeah, this is pretty much just gonna be shadow in here, like this. Oh, I could. I most definitely could. I'm turning on my PlayStation. Hold on. Act right. I'm here beating the hell out of my fan. Did I plug you back into? I did. Oh, you turd. Turn back on. Turn back on. I'm about to hop in this PlayStation chat so I can have somebody to talk to. Because, of course, I would be on the wrong setting. It says Blu-ray, but it's also hooked up to my PlayStation. It's like, don't mention you're drawing a demon. People will be like, Jesus loves you. Like, yes, he does, very much. However, 28 minutes ago. Who's all in this mess? Let me see. Just her. What are you doing, girl? Am I? Nope. Okay. I have to like move that from time to time. Could definitely make this look. I just mute myself. That's fine. Okay. I'm okay with making that look a little extra. Okay. All right. Let me see. Into another layer. Overlay. Grab the airbrush. I'm actually just going to give this a little radiating glow. See how we like that. Go to another layer. We're gonna make this normal. We're not gonna make this stream like that long either. We may go for like an hour. We may go for, we'll see. Let's see. Now I want to bring, let me see. That's a texture brush. Let's see. Dust. Fine paints. Mega fine. Slick lines. Slick lines 2. Let's do... Because I haven't actually, like, used all of his brushes yet. So... I'm going to take this multiply layer down just a touch. So that I can, like, see what I had going on. But also so it's not, like, bam in your face. You know what I mean? So, coming up here, I'm actually going to grab in the oranges, still kind of keep it on the maybe the grayish side of brown. Ooh, you know what? Actually, before we do that, I'm going to go back up here to the DG main. Nope, that's DG main too. Here we go. I'm going to grab this blue and bring my brush down. Maybe more down. There we go. A little bit more. I want this to be more to the blacker side of blue. Because I'm definitely...
Did you all hear about that batshit crazy lady who was supposed to be a doctor by the name of
Okay. Give me like 2 seconds, everyone. Moving a couple things around on the desk. Ooh. That was almost my thumb. That could have been bad. Right. Take my boom arm off of my desk. Okay. Just gonna set this down here. Let it rest. How dare you? Alright. I'm actually gonna bring that down further. There we go. He's down there talking about all kinds of football and things. I'm not too worried about if I go into the hood, because this will get painted over the hair. I'm not too worried about that. Because the hood comes down in that way, so. And sometimes just letting your, just letting your hand do the work works too, Letting it follow them shapes by itself, cover up what it wants to, take away what it wants to. Sometimes these things do it by yourself. I think she's AFK, Floof. I seen her on. I was like, you know what? Let me just hop in here. I'm just doing some digital art right now. I might actually jump on Destiny and see what the fuck. I know you guys play a lot of other stuff, but I had somebody else that I haven't talked to in like years. That was like, have you played Destiny much? And I was like, no. But apparently some of it's like free to play still, so I'm like, if I don't have to buy anything. I mean, which all of that stuff I have. I just won't be able to play any like the dungeons and shit. Unless like I absolutely feel like getting into it, then maybe, but that's interesting. I mean, it's either that or I just hop back on Apex. One of the two. I'm not too hard pressed about it. Well, don't be over there hurting yourself. Sir, what did you do? Proper foot attire. That's rough. You thought wrong, sir. You thought wrong. That sucks, dude. I'm sorry. Yeah. Is it like your dominant foot? Oof, that sucks, man. I'm sorry. That's real rough. Rip. People are like, what are you doing with your life? Just working. Just, doing the human thing. What do you mean? What am I doing with my life? Right. Especially ones that are like, gonna help you with, posture and stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does. It really does. I'd be like, yes, doc, but are you gonna pay for me to get the extra instead of just having all of that in my shoe? Question mark. That's always fun. And the doc's like, you don't need all of that. Doc, I kind of do for work. I remember one of the jobs I had, it was like, oh, you have to have these shoes. And I'm like, okay, cool. You're going to buy them for me? And they're like, no. I'm like, because you don't pay me enough to buy those. Mm-hmm. Oof. Dang. Yep. Because the bigger the size of the shoe, the more expensive it's going to be. Yep. As crappy as that is. Man, that sucks. I need to save. Save! There we go. Save that progress. Last thing I want to do is walk up and be like, oh, did I save that piece I was working on? And open it up and go, oh, la gasp, I did not. I feel like I hear her stuff in the background, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna knock this mess off. Let me just save that. And then go down. Where's my cursor?